Hi everyone, I'm Ashley Audrain and I'm the author of the novel The Push, which in Brazil has the fantastic title of The Urge, translated to English. It's so nice to have a chance to say hi to readers in Brazil, here from a very cold and very snowy Toronto, to tell you a little bit about the book and how it came to be. So The Urge is about a woman named Blythe Connor who comes from a history of women who have really struggled greatly with motherhood. And she's quite determined that her own experience as a mother is going to be quite different. So she and her husband, Fox, welcome a baby to the family, Violet. And at first, Blythe has sort of a very typical newborn experience with Violet, of sort of the sleepless nights that many of us can relate to. But she quickly starts to realize that there's something wrong with her daughter. There's something quite different about her. She's aloof and a bit angry. She's sort of not very attached to her mother. And as she gets a bit older, Blythe starts to witness some behavior that she feels is quite malicious, that she's very concerned about. The problem, of course, is that her husband, Fox, can't see what Blythe can see. And he thinks that this is all in Blythe's head, that this is a result of, this maternal anxiety that she has always had. So they have a second baby, Sam, and in Sam, Blythe really finds that connection, that maternal connection that she was hoping for in motherhood. And she really, has that special connection with him until something in the family goes terribly wrong and everyone is sort of forced to face who their daughter is, who Blythe is, what happened, and the family unravels from there. So The Urge is really a novel about the expectations of motherhood that we put on ourselves, that society puts on us, how we're sort of meant to feel, how we're meant to be as mothers, even sort of what we're meant to say about what that experience feels like. It's also very much a story about marriage and about the weight that parenthood puts on marriage and relationships. And at its heart, I think it sort of addresses that age-old debate of nature versus nurture, especially, what we owe our children as mothers and fathers. Importantly, I think this is also a novel that takes a look at what happens when we don't believe women's truths. What happens when we silence women and when we don't really make room for, honesty in the experience that they're having. So I hope that this novel is, a book that gets you talking. I hope it's a book that maybe sparks conversations with your friends that you've never had before. I really hope it's a book that you want to pass along to people to talk about with your book club. And I also really hope it's a book that keeps you up way past bedtime, late at night, turning the page, sort of unable to put the book down, because that's certainly my favorite kind of reading experience to have. So it's just incredible to me that that The Urge is going to publish there in Brazil. Thank you so much for reading. I hope that I hope you love it, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much.